Hello, Kylie. I'm so glad you're here. We're going to be doing our spotlight series for Best of Utah in pelvic health. And so I'm just going to read a little bio here for Kylie here, and then we'll jump right into the questions.
Perfect.
Okay, so Kylie is the founder of and CEO of Doulas of Utah. It's a full service doula agency in northern Utah. She is a certified birth doula, postpartum doula, placenta encapsulation specialist, and childbirth educator. Throughout Kylie's first pregnancy, she learned how much she didn't know about pregnancy and birth. And unfortunately, her first birth experience did not leave her with a strong sensation of self-actualization or empowerment. She knew in her heart that the experience was meant to be one of great beauty, joy, and strength. This led her to dig deeper into the research that surrounded birth. Through this research, Kylie stumbled across the topics of doulas, and she immediately began to immerse herself in the wonderful work. Since then, Kylie and her team have supported countless families throughout pregnancy, birth, and postpartum. She's extremely passionate about this work and finds great joy in being part of it. Amazing. So many similar things here that we share.
Yeah.
Okay, so we'll jump in right off with the bat of like, why did you decide to be a doula, birth educator, placenta encapsulator, all the things? Like, why?
Yeah.
Why?
Yeah. So I started like I started with birth. So as a birth doula. And I started because my first birth wasn't great. It just wasn't. And I attribute that to just not knowing a whole lot of anything about birth and my options and all of that. So I was literally in the hospital recovering from my unplanned cesarean and Googled how to have a better birth and discovered doulas. I didn't even know about them before this. So that's how I got into it. Started with birth, went to postpartum doula support, placenta encapsulation, childbirth education, just kind of went on like that.
One thing after another.
Yep.
Okay, what makes you and your team different?
So at Doulas of Utah, we value training, certification, and continuing education. So doula work isn't regulated, but we like to have a little bit of regulation in there and accountability to our certifying organization and also to our teammates at Doulas of Utah. So we have a very high standard of care that we provide to our clients, and we are the same across the board of all team members of the training and education that we've all received so that we can all have that basis to go off of, but also support each other and help each other be better.
Amazing, amazing. Okay. Who's an ideal fit for you?
An ideal fit for us would be just somebody wanting to take charge of their experience and to know that they have options, but also to know that there's not one size fits all for birth. There's no one right way to have a baby. And we support all types of births with all types of clients. So there's not one certain person that fits our clientele. It's really us fitting to what you want. So anybody truly fits for us.
Okay. And then what does the process look like to work with you or someone in your company?
Yeah. So if somebody reaches out to us for any of our services, oh, my phone's a call comes through. So if somebody wants to work with us, I will of course get an inquiry typically, and then I will contact you and we'll talk more about what it is that you're wanting for the service you've inquired about or services. And then at that point, I begin the process of matching you with a doula or team of doulas on our team who I feel would be a great fit for you. You consult with that team. You let me know if I'm right about that being a good fit. If not, we keep doing that with as many people on our team as needed until we find you the best fit for the services that you're wanting.
Amazing. Okay. And then in the grand scheme of things with like pregnancy to postpartum, what does recovery look like? What does it mean?
Yeah, so it's multifaceted. As you know, there's so many different things to take into consideration when you are preparing to recover from one, being pregnant, to having a baby, and three, the postpartum experience as a whole, because you can experience it postpartum, but you also kind of have to recover from being postpartum. So just being in tune with what you need personally, because what you need in order to recover might not be what the next person needs. But also your birth experience is going to be different than the next person's, and the physical recovery that you need with pelvic floor PT, chiropractic care, anything else, healing stitches, anything like that is going to be different. So just being in tune with your body and knowing what it is that's going to help you best is going to make your recovery much better.
Yeah, awesome. Okay. And then what's something that most people don't know that you think that they should know, whether that's about you, your company, dueling, childbirth, placenta, pregnancy part, like pick your little nugget.
You have options. That is my thing, because a lot of people walk into having usually their first baby, if not subsequent babies, and they're like, oh, I just go in, they tell me what to do, and that's what I do. Not necessarily. You can, if you prefer, just somebody to tell you how to do everything and do it, you can do that. But there's so many choices that, especially when you hire a birth doula at Doulas of Utah, we go over all of those options with you. We sit down, we have a very thorough list, and we make sure that you know all of your options so that you can make the choices that feel right for you and your individual experience.
Love that. Okay. And then is there anything special that you want to promote to the audience watching here?
All of our services. We love to support all of the families that we can. So we have birth doula support, postpartum doula support, childbirth education, both group classes and private classes. We rent snooze. So if you are needing a snoo bassinet and you're not loving the $1,700 price tag, we rent those. So yeah, anything we can do to help you in your journey, we are here for you.
Super cool. And then my last question for you, and my favorite question to ask, is what is the main thing that you want to be known for?
We just want to be known for our unbiased, supportive attitudes at Doulas of Utah. We never want to push our views or perspectives of birth or philosophies of birth or any of that on any of our clients. We want you to come to us knowing that we will fully support you and your choices, your parenting styles, your birthing options, everything that you decide is best for you. We are there to support you in.
Amazing. Okay. Where can we find you? Website, social media, all the things.
doulasofutah.com is our website, and you can find us on Facebook and Instagram at Doulas of Utah. Super simple.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much, Kylee, for joining here. It was a pleasure chatting with you again, and I look forward to seeing you in the community.
Of course. Thank you.